It is Thursday, January 17th, 2013, and this is Daily D&D. Hey guys, welcome to your daily dose of D&D. My name is Matt1Cow, and I apologize for there not being this video yesterday. I didn't make it. So now I'm making it today, and now I'm making one Saturday. Anyway, you'll still get 5 this week, I promise. It's how I'm doing my New Year's resolution, but still, there will be 5. Today, if you guys remember, our topic is actions. I would talk about D&D, but I wasn't entirely there. Someone who was there should talk about it. A lot of cool things happened. Maybe I'll make a secondary video on my main channel. If so, there will totally be a link down below in the description. But it might not be there. I don't know. Don't know if I'm making that video yet. If you want to see that video, or want to hear me talk about what happened at D&D, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see what I can do to get it there. But today we are talking about actions. There are a lot of different things you can do in D&D, and I don't have a list of all of them. You can't make a list of all of them. A lot of them are, talking to the DM and figuring out what random thing that you're trying to do, what that counts as. And so improv kind of goes with the DM, and whenever you have a question, ask. But on your turn, there's a set number of actions that you can do. You get one standard action, one move action, and one minor action. And then when it's not your turn, you can take immediate actions and opportunity actions. One of each. One immediate action and one opportunity action. Not two, one. So those 5 type of actions plus the free actions that are, passed around are what we're going to talk about today. Possibly also the dazed condition, because that's important. First, standard actions. Standard actions are your main action. This is kind of the point of your turn. What are you doing? Are you making an attack? If so, most attacks take a standard action. Casting spells takes a standard action. However, we're doing our little ritual rule, I'm using them as standard actions. And so, instead of attacking, I'm using magic, which makes sense. Using your second wind, as I talked about earlier this week, is a standard action. You can't... effectively, a standard action is you can either make an attack or you can do this. You have to choose one or the other. Now, any of these, the action types on your turn can be traded down for a smaller thing. So, as a standard action, you can take a move action. And as a move action, you can take a minor action. So you can work down the chain and get 3 minor actions on your turn. If you just want to spend a turn, and if you build the character to just go heal, 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 you can do that. But you can't trade up. So you can't, have more than 2 move actions if you still have your standard action. That probably just got complicated. But you have to work your way down, and you can't go back up. So your standard action, that's how you make attacks. That's how you, cast your spells. That's how you use second wind. You can also spend that for a move action. A move action is just what it says. You spend a move action and move your speed. When you're going through difficult terrain, that changes things, or when you're swimming or whatever. But a move action is an attempt to move. So if you are grabbed by a creature and you attempt to move, or attempt to break free, I suppose, is how you would define it, that takes a move action. So it's entirely possible that on your turn, if you're grabbed by a thing, you can, now I'm the other person, you can break out or slip free, and then as your standard action attack, or as your standard action run away. But you can't do both. So, a move action, a lot of utility powers that allow you to do stuff involving motion take a move action. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. And you can also spend that move action as a minor action. Minor actions are things like grabbing an item from your pouch and doing something that'll take you a little bit of time and concentration, but not a lot. In our group, we kind of fudge around with a lot of the actions. Because, once you start trying to keep careful track, it kind of breaks down everything and removes you from the experience of the really cool stuff that's going on. But this minor action, a lot of utility powers key off of minor actions, and it's just something that you have to do, you use on your turn, because you can't just do it like that. It's important to know, when you're making your class, and your character, and especially in regards to your class, look around and try and find if there's move actions that minor actions that you're supposed to use. For example, Hunter's Quarry or a Warlock's Curse would be important things to know that you need to spend that minor action to do. It's also racial powers you might want to take a look at and see if that's a minor action or a move action. I don't think there's any standard action racial things. But yeah, those would be important things to check out. We now go down to free actions. Free actions are things that just happen in combat. Talking back and forth between characters is generally considered a free action. Unless you're, making super long diatribes and speeches and stuff. Just being able to say, you, move over there, on your turn. Are you in danger? Do you need healing? Do I have a large bat on my head? Whatever it is, just being able to casually talk to people is a free action. Dropping an item is also a free action, and there's a couple of things that are generally, they don't take any time at all, so you don't have to think about it. Free actions can also happen on other people's turns when given to it, and powers can be tacked on as free actions. For example, Power Strike and Backstab are triggered free actions. When this action occurs, you can do it. And as I had just said, whenever a leader's power, such as the Bard's, whatever it is, the thing that I'm thinking of, I can't remember the name of it, but it allows them to push and give someone an attack as a free action, which means they can just, make that attack. So yeah, those are free actions. We're now going to leave the player's turn and go into the monster's turn. And here we have a couple actions. The first is the immediate action. This is triggered. It's a power that's triggered. And it'll either say immediate interrupt or immediate reaction. Immediate interrupt is when they start attacking, like when they come to deal damage. Immediate interrupt says, this happens before I move away, or I stab, which would be the action that I did. Or I move away, or, I teleport over here, or whatever exactly the interrupt does. An interrupt can stop it from ever having occurred, allowing you to, go back in time and say, nope, my character's faster than that. The other immediate action is immediate reaction. As soon as he hits me with the sword, I get to do this. I get to stab him. I get to move away. I get to, resist damage. Whatever it is. And if you're playing the rules correctly, you only get one of these each round. So if you use strike backs, you then can't use your glancing blow, move away. I can't remember the name of the thieves thing, but there's a thing that would let them move away. Boy, I am bad at remembering words for this today. Anyway, you can only get one immediate action. The other thing that you can do between turns is an opportunity action. This occurs normally when somebody moves away from you without, shifting. Is the normal circumstance. If you've marked somebody, then there's some extra places. And pretty much if you look through your class and your powers, you'll find other things that give you something as an opportunity action, which makes it different than as an immediate action, allowing you to do both. The opportunity action is normally just a melee basic attack on the guy who just tried to get away from you in combat. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's things, there's fighter feats and a bunch of other stuff that allow you to improve those opportunity actions and opportunity attacks. So that's pretty cool. The last thing we're going to cover really quick is dazed. When you are dazed, on your turn, you can only take one action. Effectively, you only have one standard action on your turn. And it's debatable whether you get any free actions. You're just kind of, woozying out of it. And because you're so woozy and out of it, off of your turn, you don't get to make those immediate and opportunity actions. And so today, when I had the opportunity to do some really awesome stuff, I made the mistake of missing with my character, which dazed me because of my cool character build. And so I wasn't able to do some really, really cool stuff that might have ended up a guy getting attacked 5 times on somebody's turn. Instead, he was only attacked twice. But yeah, so those are the actions in the action hierarchy. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. So, yeah, I think that's it for today. My name is MadMat1Cow. This has been Daily D&D. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. If you didn't, leave me a comment telling me why you didn't like it. If you know anyone who needs to see this video, maybe they're playing the rules wrong, maybe they're playing it, maybe you guys had a dispute, whatever. I might not be right, but I'm loud, and that counts for something. Please click on the share button down below and pass it to them for whatever reason that you want to. If you like getting a daily dose of D&D, come to the YouTube watch this video on YouTube and click on the subscribe button down below. And if you do that, I will come to your YouTube subscription box every round for 3 minor actions, as long as you're not dazed. My name is MadMat1Cow. This has been Daily D&D. You guys stay online, and I will see you next time.